Hello mountain riders, it's the start of day 2 of the RONA ride. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. We are headed west today into West Virginia. And it's a good way to start the day with a nice twisty downhill run. This is Doe Mountain Road, one of 2 ways to get up to the Mountain Road Lake Lodge. And this one's pretty good. Keep your eyes out for a little bit of sand and gravel in some of the corners, but boy, it's got fresh pavement on it now. Maybe things are a little better. Cool. Heading north on 460. Just crossed the, I think that was the New River. And got low clouds, almost fog yet this morning. It'll burn off. Coming into Valerio now. A lot of construction along the road so far here on 460. Looks like they've had a lot of landslides. And we can say goodbye to Virginia. Hello, West Virginia. So we continued on 460 on into West Virginia. Pretty pleasant ride. Went into and passed through Princeton just to get to this road that we are about to start riding now. 19, US 19, which is going to lead us ultimately all the way up to Beckley, West Virginia. And it has some really, really nice sections to enjoy. And I don't think Jeffy's seen this one. So, here it is. So 19's generally a pretty pleasant ride overall. Got some nice curves. Gets relaxed, then it tightens up, then it gets relaxed again. Nice rural scenery. It's paralleling I-77 heading north, and there are 1 or 2 spots where you can actually see it, but mostly it's a pretty rural experience and a lot more pleasant than being out on the highway.
We've worked our way north on 19, passing through the suburbs of Beckley. And now we are north of the city, heading up towards Lafayette. And we're going to get to our first big destination of the day, New River Gorge State Park. Our first stop is up at the Canyon Rim Visitor Center, which is unfortunately closed due to the COVID restrictions currently in effect. But the overlook is still open. And we're going to go out and take a look from the top at the New River Gorge Bridge, which is a steel arch bridge. It's over 3,000 feet long. It's almost 900 feet high, and it's one of the largest in the United States.
What do you think?
Pretty awesome.
So we've seen the top of the bridge, and now we're going to go down and see what it looks like from underneath. There's some big cliffs.
Riding the road down to the bottom of the canyon and then back up the other side again was the highlight of the day for me. The steep and narrow road has numerous switchbacks and curves, which means you pass under the bridge several times, get different views from different heights, and then when you get to the base down at the river, there's a single lane steel bridge with a wooden deck that you cross it on.
Wow. Right. Straight. Sorry.
There was a good bit of debris in the roadway as there had been a whole lot of rain recently. There had been a lot of small rock slides and trees down along the way, so it made it a little more exciting to ride. But even in good conditions, it's quite a good and challenging motorcycle ride, and I would highly recommend anyone who comes up here, if you're brave enough to take on the steep slopes and the curves, definitely you should give this a try.
So that was definitely worth it. I'd do that again. So New River Gorge was fun. That was a great loop under the bridge. And we've come back across it on US 19, and as soon as we got to the other side, we dived off on a little curvy back road, County Road 5, and this is going to take us a good ways. So once on 60, we followed it to intersect 41, and 41 is a pretty nice ride on its own. Nice flowing curves out in the countryside. We're going this way to reach Babcock State Park. It's clouding up a bit. I think we may get a nice afternoon shower. We want to stop here first and let Jackie see something else she hasn't seen before. The Babcock grist mill. Pictures of taking pictures. So we're back on 41, and 41 is a very pleasant ride. This is 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, and you'd be dragging a knee to be doing that on a lot of it. It's a pretty darn good road. So this little gas station right here on the left, that's where the lady tried to run over my motorcycle one morning. So we've just right there peeled off 41. We're on Meadow Bridge Road now, I think, and working our way back south. We are east of the new River Gorge a good bit, but we're going to draw back in closer to it as the ride progresses. Meadow Bridge Road gets better as you get down near the southern end of it. Once again, we're starting to draw in a little closer to the gorge, and I like this part. It's a little more fun. And we will be next turning onto 20 to go south and get even more into the new River Gorge proper. Yeah, this is looking like what I remember. Nice downhill curves. I actually prefer downhill curves over uphills. You've just got to be vigilant on your speed, because it picks up a lot faster. You don't even have to try usually. Time to stop and close up some zippers. Jackie wants to put her rain gloves out, and I need to put my big camera up in the bag. Looks like we're heading into the deluge, but it shouldn't last long. Well, as is often the case, we no sooner stopped, zipped up our zippers, and got ready for the downpour and started riding, and it looks like it's already gone, or we're at least headed around it and away from it for the moment.
Once you get south of US 64 on 20, you get back into the New River Gorge National River area, and we're going to make a quick stop along this route.
Lake Bluestone Dam. So now that we've had our fun with 20, we're going to take 3 on the rest of the way down to bring us down to 460 eventually, and back in for the evening. And from 3 we're jumping on the 12 for a little bit. These are pretty nice rides. They continue to flow along the river. 55, you make good time along them. And we're back to Virginia. Coming through Peterstown, and then we'll hop on to 460 again and back on south. finally we return. Well, that was a pretty decent ride. What do you think?
It was a great ride. Gorgeous country.
Good.
Pellegrino and chips.
Score! Good job.
Thanks for watching episode 4 of the America Rides Maps vlog. In episode 5, we're going to move on a nice leisurely ride to our next destination. Please hit like and subscribe, and see you then.